I watched Konstantin Kisin, one of the most famous British conservatives, so-called conservative, and he had a lovely, lovely young lady, Olivia, I forget her last name, who has gone through every tweet from Mamdani from the very beginning of his political career. And it just so angers me, the right-wing distortion. First of all, they say, in their smug, self-satisfied way, well, Mamdani comes from a privileged family. And I think to myself, you bastards, you don't mind the fact that a lot of working class people actually vote conservative. In fact, that's one of the reasons why they kept conservatives in power a great deal all over the world, and particularly in Britain, where the Conservative Party has been the party to beat traditionally. But, dare someone, I'm one of them, dare someone who comes from a privileged background be a person of the left, and that's, oh, he's privileged. It's just such a cheap shot. And then the other thing was that she said, oh, what got him into politics was the question of Palestine. So they go back and they try to emphasize, how much the Palestinian question is part of his political makeup. But you slimy dumbasses, you can get into politics, many do, including on the conservative side, on one issue, and then when you get in, you start looking at other issues, and your view broadens, and that can be true of left, right, or center. So, yes, so he may have come in, what may have given him the push was the treatment of Palestinians. Yeah, sure, why not? But since then, he has come in very strongly on a multiplicity of issues, particularly on New York City. And he was the only candidate in the debates when they asked, what's your first thing you're going to do when you're mayor? And they all said, people like Cuomo, he's going to visit Israel. Yeah, right. And Mamdani said, I'm going to stay in New York. First thing I'm going to do is start working on my legislative proposals for New York. So I just can't get over how cheap this is. And as for you, Mr. Kisin, I originally started following you because I said, well, he's a respectable conservative. But I think you're edging the Trumpian way, and you're beginning to accept a total distortion of reality.